And number 6, the function has a minimum at -4 and a -2. Min at x equals -4, x equals -2. Max at x equals -3. Relative min is -1. And relative max is 3. Any questions on this? Anyone, please? Yes, please, Kayla, go ahead.
The relative min,
Yes,
you said it's -1, right?
the value is -1, yes.
Is that because
That's the relative min. The y value, the minimum y value.
both points hit negative?
Yep, I don't have to make any distinction because it's the same value, but otherwise I would have had. Yeah. Otherwise I would have said at such and such is the min is this and some other, yeah. But in this case, they are both the same. Good point.
Wait, so how many answers are there to this problem? Just 2?
So minimum at x equals -4 and -2, maximum at x equals -3, relative min equals -1, relative max equals 3.
Okay, so for all the answers.
Yes,
Okay.
because that's what we are asked to determine. Yes, please go ahead.
3 numbers. Okay. For number 7,
Yes,
I just want to make sure. So, where would the constant be for that?
where for number 7?
Would it be like?
No, there is no, it's not
So
constant.
there's not.
There is no trend for which the function is constant. Very good question. There is no such thing for this one.
So, since it decreases in both places, do we put both of those?
Oh, let's write it. Okay, so the function is even. Is that clear? Is it clear that the function is even?
Yes.
It's symmetric with respect to the y-axis, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so the function is increasing between -1, 0, increasing between 1 and 3. So going up between -1 and 0 and 1, 3. It's coming down between -3, -1. It's coming down between 0 and 1.
Oh, okay.
We discussed that several times, remember, right? We're not looking at from where to where. We're looking where the trend exists. Is that clear? I know it's confusing. That's why I keep saying it several times. So we're not looking at from what to what. We're only saying between years such and such, I climbed mountains. Okay? At a rate of such and such. Or the investments went up, or the investments went down.
So if it explain how do you want to fit?
That's it. Exactly how you see it.
Oh, I thought you meant
Exactly how we wrote it at all times. This is the only way we wrote it,
indentations.
right? Good. Next question, please.
12.
12. Okay, so when x is 0, you cover that term and you get 4. So 0, 4. When y is 0, you cover that term and you get x equals -6. So -6, 0. I don't like this grid. I will not use it again. So -6, 0 and 0, 0, 4, -6, 0. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -6, 0, 0, 4. Here it is. So this is the line.
On the test, do we have have to write that equation by the line, so to get full credit?
Somewhere. And
Okay.
please, I'm begging you. No, I will not subtract. For that one, I will not deduct from your
Just
points.
one arrow.
But yeah, that's fine too. See, here's why. Here's why we have to write the names, because sometimes, and you'll see when, we're going to graph more than one inequality or equation on the same coordinate system, and we need to know which one is which. So once we get used to this from the very beginning, to write the function or the equation next to it somewhere, it doesn't have to be here. It can be here. It can be next to it anywhere, but you know what it is. So we're getting ready for graphing more than one on the same coordinate system and knowing which one is which.
That line.
I'm sorry?
10.
10. Find equation of the line passing through. So we have to determine the slope. So 6 minus negative 5 over 1 minus 2. So this is 11 over negative 1, which is negative 11. And then we use y minus y1 as slope x minus x1. Before we finish, I want to ask you if this is okay so far. Is this okay so far? Okay, so then I will use the first point. It's up to you. You don't have to use the first point if you don't want to. So this is y plus 5 equals negative 11 x minus 2, negative 11x plus 22, and then I subtract 5. So y equals negative 11x plus, I think it's 17.
About 11.
Any questions on number 10? Any questions on number 10? Anyone? Okay, so the rate of change is the same as the slope. So this is f of x2 minus f of x1 divided by x2 minus x1, which is f of 4 minus f of 1 over 4 minus 1. So please determine f of 4 and tell me what it is.
Do we need to memorize that?
It's the equation of the slope. It's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, but written as f of x2 minus f of x1. Same thing. Can anyone give us for f of 4? Any questions, please? How much? F of 4? So 16 times 2 is indeed 32. Yes, I agree. F of 4 is indeed 32 divided by 3. Minus, can anyone give us f of 1? Excellent, well done. So 32 minus 5 is 27, and 27 over 3 is 9. Excellent, well done. Thank you.
So that's the answer.
That's it. That's why I can't ask you to redo your notes every day. Then you'll pile up or compile a list of things that we learned every day, and it will become easier and easier.
About 13.
Say it again.
13.
13, very good. What does 13 say? Okay, which one?
Which one?
Yes.
Oh, I guess 8.
So this is the square root of x plus 13 equals x minus 7. All problems were done in class. So what type of equation is this? Anyone?
Taking the square root.
It is a square root, very good. So how do I solve a radical equation? Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. So let's square both sides. Awesome. The left-hand side. Yes? I square the left-hand side. What happens now?
X plus 13
Very good.
equals
Yes?
X out by 7.
Good.
And then you just write out X squared.
Excellent. Thank you. I think I convinced 2 people. I'm proud of myself. If I convinced 2 of you, I still made headway. Not too forward.
And then
That's what I meant.
13.
Very good. So minus x first in descending order, and then minus 13, which is plus 36. Very good. Maybe I convinced more than 2. I hope. Okay. So if it takes more than 30 seconds to factor, drop it and use the quadratic formula. Good. So x equals 12 and x equals 3. But if you forget something crucial here, yes, we have to go back and check. And we check back to the original problem. And this is the original problem. When I check 12, does it work? Yes, it does. When I check 3, no, it does not. I agree. So I will say yes, and I will say no.